And I think we could go now straight to the presentation of TVT, or at least invite Laetitia to take the stands. Ta-da.
Thank you very much, Rita. Hi everyone. It was a lovely introduction, Rita, and it's true. It's hard, difficult times for Europe. So it's hard to see. It's important to see we do have a strong network, and we do have a Europe that can work if we have the shared objective and aims. Mm-hmm. Today, we're going to present you our French hub. And of course, as you know, a hub is a place, but most of all, it's people that are connected. So we are 3 today from Toulon, France. You can see the picture in the background. We're located right next to the Mediterranean area. So today I'm happy to have Pauline. Where are you? Pauline is somewhere here. There. Pauline. Hi.
Finally, I see Pauline. I've been writing to Pauline a few times.
And we also have William, which is from Toulon.
Here. Hello.
Welcome, William. Hey.
Thank you.
So today we are a trio, and we're going to try to make this presentation and to explain how things work here, and of course how we can welcome you in this hub. I'm going to try to share my screen, hoping everything will work out.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
That's good. It was at first.
I know.
No technical issue.
Yay. Wait, I'm just starting. I'm definitely going to have a, so I took your presentation from the invitation. Thank you, Rita.
That was from, not Ivan. Sorry, I will tell you the name. We have the person who makes the designs.
Okay. So, well, thanks. I took
Yanis. Sorry, Yanis. He's also in Greece. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you, Yanis. So I took your first picture, and also I wanted to thank Pauline, who gave us a big hand in the PowerPoint presentation we're having today. So I wanted to start with nice pictures because it has not always been that way in Toulon. So we're a medium-sized city in the south of France. We're next to Marseille and Nice in the middle. It is a great and powerful environment to work, but also to be creative and also to enjoy life. We'll see in the presentation that it's not always been the case, and the last 20 years, there's been a huge investment in urban regeneration, and we tried to show how our creatives and our creatives companies helped and supported this major change in the city. So, of course, today we can say it's a very dynamic cultural and creative sector. What is important is, like I was saying, we have people. We also have young people. I'm not one of them anymore, but we do have very young students and young creative students who have great ideas. And that is very, very important for us because what we're trying to do is keep the students here. Of course, Paris is wonderful, but we're trying to, support them in staying, to do their studies here, to start working here, and if possible, to create their own jobs if they want here. So students' job, of course, you're in France, so very strong cultural heritage, but also nice cultural and creative hubs. And in France, we call them tiers-lieu. This is new forms of hubs that you're starting to have in France, and William will present one of them, which is the Port des Créateurs. So all the images, Pauline took them from here. So this is Toulon. We wanted to focus on our very strong creative and cultural sectors in Toulon. Of course, France, like in Europe, cultural heritage is a big thing. I think you can see the boat on the lower side of the PowerPoint. Mm-hmm. This is because we are the biggest military port in France, which is not a very good news right now. but yes, we are. So we are one of the major the most important military harbor in France. So we have this history and this cultural heritage. You can see it's a fort also on the picture. We have a very important cultural heritage linked to that. So we have the museums and the buildings, but we also have, which is very important for us, live performances. We have a very beautiful opera, but we also have very important events and live performances. So we're talking about dance, we're talking about music, we're talking about theater that are going on within our cities. Visual art, William will tell you a bit more about it, but we're trying to structure and coordinate the visual art sector in Toulon. Exhibitions, but also training. We have a very good training institutions and conservatoire also, and higher education, higher artistic school, l'École supérieure d'art. Sound and music is something we are also focusing on. We have one of the biggest French music academy and art academy. So it is very important within our metropolitan area. So that enables us to have a lot of projects concerning sound and music. One thing that is pretty awesome also here is everything concerning design and architectural interior architect and design. I don't know if you heard about the school that is called Camondo, which is one of the most famous schools. It's in Paris concerning interior design. Well, they opened their first school outside of Paris here. 2 years ago, we have the first Camondo Mediterranean school that is here, right in front of our hub. So we also have the Centre Pompidou that opened an antenna for the next 3 years, sharing exhibitions from Paris to Toulon. So it was an important element for us. And we now have an important design festival that goes on in Toulon. I can always send you the details on that. If you have a specific interest in one sectors, I can really share with you the contacts, the schools, or the artists that play a key role in those creative sectors here. Last one that is rising here is everything linked to audiovisual sectors. We just opened a year ago our Commission du Film, which is everything linked to location and scouting for the movie industry. So a lot of movies and a lot of audio-visual sectors were in Paris or going to Marseille, and now they're starting to come to Marseille, Nice, Cannes, of course, the movie festival, and now they're starting to invest in Toulon. We have one of the most important audiovisual technical platform that is called Telemedia. That's the green picture you see. And it's part of our of the Toulon University, so it's very accessible in terms of prices, and it's also a great way for our students to learn the high tech that is needed in the new audiovisual sector. So what I was saying, the first picture, it has not always been that way. Toulon has really benefited from a very strong urban regeneration. It started about 20 years ago. And in the last 5 years, a very strong focus was made on the creative sector. You can see on the left, it is what we call now the Rue des Arts, or Art Street in Toulon, where you can see art galleries, but also craftsmen and shops. And it's all in the heart of the Toulon city center. And it's really starting to change the way people see the city and the way people enjoy the city. Often, you know, when rents are low, it's a good thing for artists because it's a way for them to get studios and to get places where they can work. And now the city is helping them to get really better places to be able to have nice showrooms and to have better places to show their artwork. Important for us, we have a lot of tourists also that come in the south. So this urban resilience really was made in terms of creativity and innovation with 2 dedicated centers. The one on the upper side is the Creative Hub Chalucet that opened 2 years ago. And the one on the left, William will tell you more about it, is located on the south part of the city and is really dedicated to services for the artists and for the creative sectors. To present you Chalucet, a couple of pictures of how it was before. It was one of Europe's biggest urban regeneration project in the heart of a city. So it was a really big project. It took only 4 years. And if I remember well, maybe Pauline will correct me, but I think it was 220 million euros that were invested in this new creative district. This is the map where you can see the different buildings that were created within an eco district. So you can see there's a great, very beautiful park. We have the Beaux Arts building, where we have the Chalucet Hub. It is shared with the Art School of Toulon. So they have 6 floors, and we have the 7 and 8. We have the 2 upper floors. You have the Camondo Design School, and you also have a mediathèque and some buildings for residents within this district area. I have a little video I wanted to try to share. I hope the sound will be okay.
Right.
to present you. This is our building. Mm-hmm. And you can see we will go inside so you can see how it is up there. Hopefully, if all goes well. Do you have the sound?
Yes. Not yet.
No sound? Aha. So
maybe, do you think on your tools there?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Raise it a little bit.
Is it working now? Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it worked.
Not bad. And it worked.
And it worked. Oh, wait.
Technology is being our friend.
Yay. So there. So if, you know, it's all pretty brand new. Huh? So we're starting to, you know, to get used to having this new hub within the city. And we're starting to get a lot of co-workers, because we have two separate rooms for co-working, but also we have places for SMEs who need to have a dedicated office space. Mm-hmm. So what's funny is you have really different type of projects. You will have projects that concern music, for example, Soundbirth received a dedicated app for the musicians. They work all over Europe with different bands all over Europe for the management of their brands and of their projects. And then right next to them, you will have a company that is designing new tools for babies. I don't have the word in English, but it's biberons.
Yeah.
So it's nice, as you have designers, you have musicians, and you have digital startups that also are within this hub. Because in French, I don't know if you heard about it, you have the French Tech, which is the digital ecosystem that is united within a specific network. Mm-hmm. So this is, of course, offices, but the most important thing for us is that it is an event area. We're trying to make this place a place where people like to meet, like to network, like to get trained. Mm-hmm. Of course, since it's brand new, people are happy often to come in this new area and see how it's working and see who the people, who are the businesses, who are the creatives within this creative hub. So we'll talk a bit more about it, but we have our digital and creative festival, which is called the MUREX, which took place last year in this new hubs. We have students that get trained on entrepreneurship, but also on their artistic projects, and hopefully we have a lot of European meetings also, because we work on different European projects. I will let William do the next couple of slides, because we wanted to focus on the services we have for the creative sectors and maybe the different residencies we have for them, because we think that could be interesting for your hubs. So I will let William. William, si tu veux prendre la parole. Et tu me dis quand je change de slide.
Okay, ça marche, Laetitia. Thank you, Laetitia, for your presentation. My name is William. I work on the Port des Créateurs. First of all, I would like to thank Rita for broadcasting our call for application for our booster and one-piece artistic residencies. So thank you, Rita. This program has been very successful this year. So thank you to our many supporters and partners. Well, it's good. To briefly present the Port des Créateurs, we are a cultural incubator and our mission are multiple. Our core business is the accompaniment towards the autonomy of the cultural actors and the structuring of the different sector of the cultural industries in our territory. To this end, we are developing several programs that range for simple advice to hosting structures, to incubation for a period of 1 year, and the settings of artistic residencies. Peut-être on peut passer à la slide suivante. Ouais. Indeed, le Port des Créateurs is aimed at a wide target group, including students from the region's creative schools and creative entrepreneurs, artists, and associations. We have several thousand square meters in the old centers of Toulon, with multiple space for broadcasting, working, living, and also for productions. We also program numerous artistic events all the years, which allows us to meet a very large audience of users. Le Port des Créateurs was created in 2017, this 5 years. This third place, tiers-lieu, is a symbol of the urban rehabilitation of Toulon. Indeed, the city wanted to make cultural industry a driving force for the reconstruction and the local economy. And it works because today we welcome nearly 10,000 people per year. We support 40 cultural structures on a daily basis, and soon many more thanks to the Creative and Cultural District project. To come back to this project particularly, it is a call for application launched within the framework of the European Recovery Plan, which followed the COVID crisis. The Port des Créateurs was the winner of this project here in Toulon. And the project aims to support cultural actors. So all the actors, all the cultural actors, entrepreneurs, students, artists, or associations. It has several components, including the promotion of the territory's dynamic forces, allowing the identification of all the players in the cultural and creative industries ecosystem here. Le Port des Créateurs will support a dedicated communication strategy with this objective. This project also allows us to test new models of support dedicated to creative entrepreneurs who wish to set up in our territory. And to this end, the Port des Créateurs is already considering a first partnership with the École Camondo Méditerranée, a prestigious design school which was recently opened new section here in Toulon in the Chalucet district. Le Port des Créateurs is going to create a special incubator dedicated to young graduates wishing to launch themselves into individual entrepreneurship in our territory. This project is part of a wider objective, that of revitalizing design and interior architecture sector in Toulon. So you understand that this project is an important step for the dynamics of Toulon's creative hub. And maybe to come back to our cultural events, well, each year we organize several group exhibitions of visual artists. You can see here some image of before yes. You can see here some image of
the exhibitions
of our last exhibition.
Yeah, the last one was great.
Yes, called Rapide et Furieux. Which means
Rapid and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Yes. That is an exhibition proposed by Léo Faudrinier, who is the associate artist of the Port des Créateurs. We also develop artistic residencies for research and creation or production. We offer 5 per year dedicated to the plastic arts, sounds, creation, or dance. These residencies last 1 or 2 months. And at the moment, Audrey Bertoya, which is a painter, is benefiting from our one-piece residency program dedicated to production. We also offer 45 workshops per year, supervised by a dozen local artists. These formats are free and open to all and are dedicated to artistic exploration. We aim to offer high quality workshops, so this is good. And for this, we trust the artists completely. So this workshop covers a wide range of subjects: dance, sounds, creation, image exploration, video, photography, plastic arts, culinary arts, graphic design, painting, sculpture, etc. In addition, and I think I will stop here because there is still a lot going on the Le Port des Créateurs. We offer,
and so we have room for questions as well, because
Yeah.
I'm sure some people will want to make questions.
Yeah, we offer a series of conferences in partnership with 2 schools in the area, so the Beaux Arts de Toulon and the Conservatoire de Toulon. These conferences touch on many artistic fields and the creative and cultural industry. They are offered directly to creative entrepreneurs and artists. This is what I want to present to you about the Port des Créateurs. I think we will have the pleasure of meeting again here at Le Port des Créateurs during the next MUREX festival, which will take place here. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Thank you, William. And these residencies are really open to any artist from the European community. So that's why it was great when Rita was able to communicate to the network. And we hope that maybe one day we'll have one of the artists from another creative hub that will be able to benefit from it.